Good morning, students. In the previous lecture, we studied about the Delhi Sultanate, where we collected some information about the Khilji Sultans. So, moving further to the third chapter, that is your Delhi Sultanate, today we will see something about the Tughlaq dynasty. The Tughlaq dynasty ने nearly 100 years तक दिल्ली पर रूल किया. Ghiyasuddin Tughlaq, who ruled from 1320 to 1324, was the first ruler of the Tughlaq dynasty. उसने रिबेलियंस को क्रश करके दिल्ली सल्तनत की कंडीशन मजबूत बनाई. जोना खान, his son, succeeded him and was given the title of Muhammad bin Tughlaq. मोहम्मद बिन तगलक, जिसने 1324 से 1351 तक रूल किया, वह एक ब्रिलियंट यानी प्रतिभाशाली और विद्वान व्यक्ति था. वह एक नॉलेजेबल पर्सन था और एस्ट्रोनॉमी, पोएट्री, फिलोसॉफी और मैथमेटिक्स ये सब सब्जेक्ट्स का जानकार था. वो एक वेरी पावरफुल रूलर था. ही हैड अ हाई सेंस ऑफ जस्टिस एंड हैड an open and progressive mind, but he made certain mistakes that turned against him. The first change that he made was taxation in the Doab region. Doab region यानी कि दो रिवर्स के बीच का जो फर्टाइल एरिया है, that area दिल्ली सल्तनत का एक बहुत ही फर्टाइल रीजन था. वहाँ अच्छी क्वालिटी के क्रॉप्स प्रोड्यूस होते थे. रेवेन्यू का कलेक्शन बढ़ाने के लिए सुल्तान ने ये डोब रीजन का लैंड टैक्स बढ़ा दिया. बट द टाइम वॉज नॉट राइट. इट वॉज द टाइम ऑफ सीवियर फेमाइन. फेमाइन होने के कारण क्रॉप्स का प्रोडक्शन अच्छा नहीं था. इसलिए फार्मर्स ऐसी पोजीशन में नहीं थे कि वे इतने हाई रेवेन्यूज पे कर सके. एज ए रिजल्ट कई फार्मर्स अपनी ज़मीन छोड़कर कहीं और काम पर लग गए. कुछ फार्मर्स ने रिवॉल्ट भी किया. एज ए रिजल्ट द सुल्तान फाइनली डिसकंटिन्यूड द मेजर. Another measure that was taken by him was shifting of the capital. मोहम्मद बिन तगलक ने एक दूसरी मिस्टेक वह की कि उसने कैपिटल दिल्ली को देवगिरी शिफ्ट कर दिया और उसको दौलताबाद का नाम दिया. दिस वॉज नॉट ओनली इम्प्रैक्टिकल बट हाईली एक्सपेंसिव फॉर द रॉयल ट्रेजरी. अकॉर्डिंग टू द हिस्टोरियंस, what prompted the Sultan to take this step was the centralized location of Daulatabad and the threat of Mongol raid on Delhi. However, he soon realized his mistake as it was difficult to keep a vigil on the northern frontiers from the new capital, and ultimately he issued orders to reshift the capital to Delhi. His next step was the introduction of token currency. नई टोकन करेंसी का इंट्रोडक्शन करके मोहम्मद बिन तगलक ने बड़ी भूल कर ली थी. सुल्तान ने जब देखा कि उसके किंगडम में सिल्वर की शॉर्टेज होने लगी है, उसने 1329 में ब्रोंज और कॉपर के टोकन करेंसी कॉइन्स इश्यू किए. दीज कॉइन्स वर मिंटेड फॉर डे टू डे यूज. In value, these coins were equal to silver coins, which were called tankas. With these copper and bronze coins, people could buy the same amount of wheat, rice or oil as they could buy with the silver tanka. The Sultan issued an order that they could be exchanged for silver coins at any time from the royal treasury. गोल्ड एंड सिल्वर की वैल्यू न्यू टंका से ज़्यादा थी, इसलिए लोगों ने उसे होल्ड करना शुरू किया. वो लोगों ने ट्रेड के लिए कॉपर और ब्रॉन्ज के कॉइन्स यूज़ करने शुरू कर दिए. नेक्स्ट They realized that the design of the coin was very simple and it was easy for ordinary craftsperson to copy. People became dishonest and illegal minting of the coins started, which Muhammad bin Tughlaq failed to comprehend to begin with and later failed to check it. As bronze and copper were cheaper than silver and easily available, people bought these metals in bulk and started minting coins even at home. एक टाइम ऐसा आया जब फेक करेंसी का सर्कुलेशन बढ़ गया. रॉयल और फेक करेंसी को डिफ्रेंशिएट करना डिफ़िकल्ट हो गया. मनी लॉस्ट इट्स वैल्यू. ओवरसीज ट्रेड सफर्ड as foreign merchants refused to accept these coins. 3 साल के बाद सुल्तान को अपनी मिस्टेक रियलाइज हुई और उसने करेंसी विड्रॉ कर ली. मोहम्मद बिन तगलक lost his control of his empire as revolts and rebellions shook different parts of the Sultanate and Firoz Shah Tughlaq came to power. Firoz Shah Tughlaq, who ruled from 1351 to 1388, came to power, but unfortunately his reign was the beginning of the end. The royal treasury was bankrupt, the ulemas and the nobility had turned hostile, and revolts became the order of the day. Now let us see about the reforms brought about by Firoz Shah Tughlaq. Firoz Shah Tughlaq was a great reformer. As a reformer, he was quite successful. उसने अपने रूल के टाइम में कई सारे कैनाल्स, वेल्स, टैंक्स, रेस्ट हाउसेस और हॉस्पिटल्स बनवाए थे. उसने कई न्यू टाउन्स सच एज फिरोजपुर, फिरोजाबाद और हिसार फिरोजा फाउंड आउट किए. द सुल्तान इज फेमस इन हिस्ट्री फॉर लेइंग गार्डन्स इन एंड अराउंड दिल्ली. Plenty of grains and fruits were grown as he laid 1200 gardens. He set up many educational institutions. He was a tolerant ruler and looked into the progressive growth in all spheres. Hindu religious works were translated from Sanskrit to Persian during. After the death of Firoz Shah, the empire broke up. Many rebellions rose after its death, due to which many regions became independent. His successor completely failed to control the slaves or the nobles. The army had become weak. Slowly, the Sultanate was reduced to Delhi and the surrounding areas. After the death of Firoz Shah Tughlaq, the Sayyid dynasty came to power. Khizr Khan Sayyid was first Sayyid ruler था. He was appointed by Timur to look after his conquered territory. Sayyid dynasty ने काफ़ी short period तक रूल किया. There were 4 Sayyid sultans. The first one was Khizr Khan Sayyid. फिरोज शाह तगलक के रूल में खिजर खान मुल्तान का गवर्नर था. पर जब तिमूर ने इंडिया पर अटैक किया तब उसने तिमूर के आर्मी को ज्वाइन कर लिया. Timur left India by appointing Khizr Khan as the governor of Multan, Lahore and Dipalpur. In 1414, Khizr Khan conquered Delhi and established the rule of the Sayyid. खिजर खान की डेथ के बाद उसका सन मुबारक शाह थ्रोन पर आया. He was a man of refined taste with a futuristic vision and believed in reviving the old glory of the Sultanate. The nobles, however, were not in his favor. A major part of his rule was spent in controlling them. Muhammad Shah succeeded his uncle Mubarak Shah, who ruled from 1434 to 1443. During his rule, nobles became very strong and powerful. Alam Shah became the Sultan after Muhammad Shah, who ruled from 1443 to 1451. In 1451, he was defeated by Bahlul Lodi. After this incident, the short rule of the Sayyid Sultans came to an end. After the end of the Sayyid dynasty, the Lodi dynasty came to the power. The Lodi dynasty saw the end of the Turkish rule and beginning of the Afghan rule in India. Bahlul Lodi was the first Afghan Lodi ruler who ruled from 1451 to 1498. उसने डिवाइडेड सल्तनत के रीजन्स को कंसोलिडेट करने का प्रयास किया. उसने कठोर स्टेप्स लेकर जो रिबेलियस गवर्नर थे उसे रिमूव करके उसकी जगह पर लॉयल अफगान नोबल्स को अपॉइंट किया. उसके डेथ के टाइम पर सल्तनत स्ट्रेच फ्रॉम पंजाब. Sikandar Lodi was the son of Bahlul Lodi. He ruled from 1489 to 1517 AD. He was the most powerful ruler of the Lodi dynasty. सिकंदर लोदी ने जौनपुर और बिहार पर टेक ओवर किया और बंगाल के रूलर के साथ ट्रीटी ऑफ फ्रेंडशिप साइन की. वह एक रिफॉर्मर यानी कि सुधारक भी था. उसने प्रोवाइडिंग लॉन्स टू फार्मर, lowering the prices and providing public welfare measures जैसे मेजर्स इंट्रोड्यूस किए. उसने आगरा सिटी फाउंड आउट किया और उसको अपना कैपिटल बना दिया. इब्राहिम लोदी सक्सीडेड सिकंदर लोदी. He ruled from 1517 to 1526 AD. He had to initially struggle against the Afghan nobles who rebelled against him, but eventually he defeated them. To prevent such revolts in future, he replaced senior nobles and governors. These senior nobles and governors were very powerful. The younger nobles took their place. Displaced nobles were not happy by his decision, so he conspired against him with Babur. Babur and Ibrahim Lodi fought the first battle of Panipat in 1526. Ibrahim Lodi was defeated and overthrown. Thus, the rule of the glorious Sultanate came to an end, and this paved the way for the foundation of the Mughal dynasty.